Hey there, this is Crusher with To and Fro Duo with my Crusher's Crypto Corner. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about a game that recently launched on mainnet on Ronin. It's called Craft World, and I wanted to take a little bit of time to go over what makes this game kind of unique and gives a great entry point if you're looking to explore Web3 or just have some fun. So I figured the best way to kind of look over it was its gameplay loop. So if we look at its light paper, which is more or less the developer's way of explaining how their game is laid out, it goes over some of the basics of the game. So the basic gameplay loop is that you have a starting resource. So that is this little guy here, he's like a dino, and he's shoveling dirt. Now, when you start this process, it then accumulates into this here. And then from there, you continue to scale into other structures, which then allow you to then further increment and grow your little base. So why are we doing this? So there's progression and unlocks. So as you earn experience, which you'll see at the top here, you're leveling up. And so that then unlocks other little structures you can build in your game, as well as having different opportunities in the market. There's vaults and different aspects. So they give you different opportunities. And then the accumulating reason why you're doing all this is to build a masterpiece, as it's called. So basically, players collectively contribute resources to complete this milestone, and then you get recognition and whatnot on global leaderboards. The other unique part of this game is their dynamic economy. So it actually has a token in game called Dino Coin, which can be traded freely for any resource you produce. So like I mentioned, you can see there's this earth resource that you have initially, and that you can trade that for the Dino Coin and then use that as you see fit to buy other resources or whatnot. And this basically gives you opportunities to do other things with the token. They do have other Web3 integrations components to it for you to explore, one of which are some other NFTs. So I wanted to jump into it. So it plays on both phone and web. A lot of the core features are mainly on phone, just due to the nature of how they built the game. So you can see here, this is that mud aspect that I was looking at before. Now on phone, you can watch an ad to kind of speed it up. But if I just push the plus, you can see he starts shoveling dirt into here. Now that's going to run for 2.5 hours, and it'll run passively in the background. You can see it accumulates here. So right now I have 19.6 thousand. So if I click on this, it goes into this resource holding structure. Then you can see the next phase is mud. Now these machines I've upgraded a bunch, and you can see that I push start, and it uses this little bit of dirt to start this machine. So if I do that, you're going to see it's dropping this by the appropriate amount, and then it starts this going this way. And then again, in turn, you take this mud, deposit it, and then do the same with this clay. So on and so on. Now, I think what makes this game so unique is the player Web3 economy aspect of it, and I think it's a great way for someone to learn about a lot of these aspects. So you can see some of the resources I'm getting here. So at the top, you can see again all of my different resources I have at the moment. Like for example, I have some copper plates. So if I scroll down to the bottom, you do unlock some of these buildings from time to time as you progress. I believe the market's unlocked at level 10. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, it's either 10 or 12. So when you click on this, it brings you to an exchange. So like I mentioned before, this is a player-driven exchange. It's based on players buying and selling these resources. So for instance, if I feel I have a bunch of copper, I can click on this, and that I can trade it for Dino Coin. So I can sell one, and then it's going to give me 24.46. And then I can swap it, and everything happens in the back end. You don't have to worry about approving transactions or anything like this. If you're more curious, you can scroll down, and the game gives you a rough idea on if it's a good time to buy or sell the resource based on its value to be created. And I believe it gives you a description of that down here. So it says suggestions are given when a token's current price differs from its raw material value by 5% or more. So you can kind of get an idea of if it makes sense to buy or sell, if you can make a little bit of a difference from that token swap. And if you're curious to learn more backend about this, how this game functions is there's no one person that's holding these resources. It's in what's called a pool, and a liquidity pool to be exact. If you want to learn more about liquidity pools, I think this is a great way to learn. So they actually give you an opportunity to go to their Discord community to chat about it and learn together. But the idea is everything operates in pairs, and so you can also benefit from that. So you can put up some of your tokens, so like the dirt, and then an appropriate amount of Dino token, and you can deposit it, and then you earn both of them based on when people trade between the two tokens. So you can see here I have some water sitting, 101, and then I have an equivalent amount of Dino token. So that's given me accrued as people swap 0.23 water and 0.17 Dino token. I can click here, and it actually starts a process in the back end for me to be able to claim those tokens back into my wallet. And this is a great way to support the game, get a little bit of the same tokens at the same time while you're playing the game, having fun. The aspect I like about this game is that it really doesn't take too much time to play. So you can see I just got some of the water token there, and I got some of the Dino token. You saw that little animation. So this game is very, very colorful. I like the bright energy. I like the sounds it makes. It's very fun to get into. It's not just a Web3 aspect of it. I think it's a great way for someone to have fun. You don't even have to really partake in Web3. You'll notice throughout all of this, I wasn't, opening a wallet. I wasn't, approving transactions. I wasn't doing anything like this. Now, with that said, if you do want to withdraw these Dino tokens, because they exist on Ronin Network, so you can actually go and withdraw them if you choose to, you'd go to the store. There is a way to be able to do that. So you can see you can unlock resource transfers between your in-game inventory and your wallet, and you can use Ronin to purchase this feature here for 30 days, or on phone you can use the equivalent of traditional currency to buy it. So this is one aspect you can actually benefit from if you want to take your tokens out and actually get some real world value for it. But I don't find any incentive for it right now. I'm just genuinely enjoying the game. There's a lot of aspects I can go through furthermore on the different resources and how they interact with each other. But this is just a great overview of what to expect in the game and a way to start playing. If you do want to look up the game, it's called craftworld.gg. Angry Dynamites actually has like a page for it, which you can find as well, or you can look it up through Ronin. I'll leave a link at the bottom of the video if you want to check it out for yourself. I think it's a great way to have fun, and get some introduction to Web3. As always, thanks for checking out our videos. We do more than just Web3 content. We also post other traditional gaming content, so please give us a like and subscribe to find out more and see more of our videos. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.